Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane. The one, the only Master Propaganda here of Strike Defender of the Fatherland off here to a 1v1 on Mill Road. In the north, it is Tonkatsu fighting for the Soviet Army. The Red Army, Comrade Stalin and his glorious mustache here with the 7th Guards Tank Corps with counter-attack tactics featuring KV-1s, shock troopers, recon overflights from Mother Russia, and of course the B-4 howitzer in the south it is Batonchik fighting for the Oberkommand West Germany, Deutschland. Less bushy mustaches. Taking on the role here of the 7th Panzer Division, the Ghost Division. Here with Overwatch, straight away with the Jägerline recon squads, early warning systems for the fatherland, Leichte Feldhaubitze, Achsenartillerie, and of course sector. So we got Volkskriegskuhwagen versus Dominicans into Special Rifle Command Penal to start here. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters. Without them, the Propagandacast would not be possible. Big thanks to all those and their continued support. Other people enjoy the ranks for Patreon. And also big thanks to Iron Fist for donating and support the Propagandacast with his hard-earned money and allowing the Propagandacast to survive that way as well. Big thanks to him. Other people can follow his example by, donating my PayPal. Links in the video description. Finally, you can just comment, like, share, subscribe. Doesn't help me out directly in terms of money, but does, help spread the video out to more people, which, also helps me out. So, scout car here for Tonkatsu. A bit of Razvedki tactics here. That is reconnaissance. Second full squad there for Batonchik. Note the Soviet Razvedki or scouts were actually heavily equipped with like Lend-Lease equipment. In fact, I think almost good portion of it was practically all of it. Like, they had American scout cars, they had British Universal Carriers, they used, British Valentine tanks, they had, American Harley Davidson motorcycles as well. Like, they just had a lot there. And were easily, like, the most motorized formation in the Soviet Army. Half mechanized. Well, anyways, more folks there for Batonchik. Northern Pumpkins for the Volksgrenadiers. Digging in, ready to receive a Soviet assault head on. Further up north, looks like we're going to see the first shot. The engineers are romantic called medical supplies here. And there we go. Engineers a bit tougher there versus Sturmpioneer. Find that even with that, they're still not bulletproof against assault rifles. Third full squad there for Batonchik. Engineers will have to fall back. Though again, they're definitely surviving a lot longer against the Sturmpioneers than they would without those medical supplies. That's for sure. So, north here, Scout going hard here on the full squad. They're going to find something in a bit of an awkward position if it actually goes in for it. Second pinnacle support there for Tonkatsu and the Red Army charging at the front. There we go, full route here for Batonchik's southern flank here, and the Carpon now is also widely exposed here, and of course Tonkatsu seizes upon this with both hands. Second pinnacle squad here for Tonkatsu, almost done. We'll have to see what Batonchik goes for next. There we go, track. Might see some Jaegers after this. And as soon as he's got the car pumped to neutral, he just dives away. I mean, he could keep trying finding around it, but that ultimately I don't think would achieve much for him. But he can just, drop elsewhere and cause further damage to opponent that way. So, sharp play here, I think, by Tonkatsu. Backing off there a bit. In the south, we got engineers being up there for Tonkatsu, following up the center of the Sturmpioneer. Pulling a bit back here, going to need to fix up that scout car. We got troops rushing in here for the center for Batonchik and the German army. South here, folks, was clashing with the engineers there. Bit of skirmishing. Scout car or Kuban rushing in there for Batonchik as well there. Hard southern swing here, looking to, I think, circle around here in the south, hit the fuel pond that way. Though, of course, Tonkatsu looks like it's going to head into the north there. Might see a third pinnacle squad soon here, or is Tonkatsu planning something else here versus Batonchik? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Scout car rolling in here. We got the folks of the pinnacle all clashing out there. Sharp shots. They're going cross back and forth here, but not looking great here for Tonkatsu's forces, who just are bleeding out at an incredibly rapid pace. And we got something going on here. We got medics for Tonkatsu. Interesting enough, not a third squad of infantry, which, considering the current circumstances, does stand out a bit here. Battle headquarters almost done. Can of course equip it with a mechanized command post. No Jaegers yet. I imagine Batonchik is waiting there at least to upgrade them right away. Going straight for the fuel pond there. Sharp move by Tonkatsu. Focusing on just messing with his opponent's economy. Up north here, reinforcement healing, no further attack. Got the Panthers in the scout car. Indian there has seen much better days alongside the rest of the scout car. The force moving in, he's looking to block. Mine flips up there. Obviously concerned his opponent might be laying down mines to try and deal with the scout car. Some players do that. And we got the flak half track there for Batonchik, the 251-17. No immediate Jaegers there. Scout car will be in repairs on the south. Sturmpioneer backing off there. And we got some mines here. Part 1 in the center. Sandbags there. Could also mine, obviously, but in this regard, it's such a close contact point with the enemies. Just makes more sense to wire it off there. There you go, Sturmpioneer moving in. Hey, get back here, you Schwein! Stop vying off our cover! Yeah. That's not very nice. So there we go, got that secured. Cool riding on the move there. Flak half track moving up there for Batonchik. And we got the Engineers there reinforcing healing. So on the point she's there with the penal troopers. Scout car rolling ahead. And there we go, spotting the mines. North here we got the penal troopers, the flank half track. Still no third squad. It does look like Batonchik is planning a shock trooper squad here. But so far hasn't done so. I can imagine the flak half track might be making him think, you know, maybe he needs some anti-tank elements before shock trooper squad. If he ever planned for the shock troopers. Okay, there we go. Do get the shock troopers out there. That's going to be a challenge for Batonchik's infantry. Less of a challenge for the flak half track, which 2cm flak gun can easily make short work of the infantry. Got some anti-tank rifles there for Cheese Tonkatsu. Majors popping into the scout car, then trying to rush down the flak half track. Many doesn't expect. More attempted wire here, but again being caught by the flak half track. And it's always keep in mind, units when they're building stuff or repairing tanks, vehicles, they do take extra damage. So definitely not where you want to be caught by a flak half track. Northeast shock troopers advancing. They're body armor proof against, you know, small arms fire, but not so much against flak fire. And the actual award was only really 9mm parabellum, that is, you know, close range firepower like pistols and submachine guns. Not so much against bolt action rifles or machine guns. Or assault rifles. So a little fun fact. Then there's penal troops going out there for Cheese Tonkatsu. Batonchik and the German army has so managed to secure a good chunk of the map here. They definitely have the big 2-point lead over Cheese Tonkatsu. Shock coming up here with their PPSH-41 submachine guns. Flak half track moving up. Looking to obviously deal with those shock troopers pretty rapidly. Could pop a smoke grenade here to like buy some time. Could also allow the scout crack to get closer to the flak half track without the flak half track perhaps realizing it. Okay, there we go. He popped smoke instead, realizing that the anti-tank scout car there could give his flak half track a really, really bad time. By the eastern victory fuel point here, Germans in troops have infiltrated but rapidly dispatched here by Cheese Tonkatsu, having none of that. Got the flak half track moving up, scout coming up. There we go, T-70 for Cheese Tonkatsu and the Red Army. A few hits from the P2S on the flak half track doing some damage, but as you might notice, the flak half track ends up doing a lot more damage to the scout car. And Panzerfaust here from Unteroffiziers Otto's Gruppe managed to finish off the scout car entirely. Good kill here for Batonchik, removes a nasty motorized threat there from his side. But there's still the anti-tank troops, the penal troopers, and the shock troopers, and the Suna T-70, but at least he doesn't have to worry about the scout car. Meanwhile, Batonchik taking up there. Schwerer Panzer course on the way. We've also got some flare booby traps there from Batonchik. Thumbs up. Much rare nowadays after they nerfed the ability to actually require you to set them up. At which point most people, even when they're free, just kind of went, yeah, this isn't worth it, I think. This isn't worth it. But it's free. Yeah, but I have to put in an effort. I didn't sign up to the Wehrmacht to put in an effort into things. Really? Yeah. Anyway, shock does the Fultons up north, they're pushing them back. T-Sun rolling out there for Cheese Tonkatsu. Quick bit of skirmishing. truck setting up there for the schwerer panzer quarters there for Batonchik. The South T-7 going for the Kugelwagen, quickly routing here Batonchik's Kugelwagen with its mighty 45mm gun. There we go, getting panzerized though in a few moments. Flak half-tank also moving up. I suppose you can hope to get a bit lucky with some of the shots, but unless it's like very veteran, it's not going to be super amazing. And we're going to tank Pim troops also moving in there further. I think forces there. Batonchik to reposition it in case he gets attacked from the north. We got the Schwerpunkt close to the cut-off point, though it's kind of like got a bit of a blind spot due to the shrubberies there. So theoretically, Tonkatsu could actually exploit this. Realistically, probably won't see it happen. But theoretically, like there's this, you know, Hollywood movie style gap that he could theoretically exploit against it. You know, presuming the T-70 got the anti-tank kills ready to block. But there you go, more Panthers than T-70. Might be able to take one more Panzerfaust, maybe not. The fault of that being ultimately pushed back, simply too many so troops plus the T-70 blocking their further pursuit here. Going for the carve point, and there you go. For now, again, the ASM authorized, so obviously doesn't even see the gap in act. The shock troopers, the fault got close. Will definitely won by the shock troopers and their PPSH-41 submachine gun, a submachine gun with an incredibly high rate of fire. It was also fairly popular with German troops as a trophy weapon. Germans captured millions of them. In fact, they converted a few millions of them using German ammunition. Fun fact. As it turned out, German M96 Mauser pistol ammunition also worked with the PPSH-41 actually, so. Little side note there. Troops reinforcing their healing. Nothing further going there for either player inside the bases as of yet, but Batonchik again to start pushing for a Panther force soon-ish. Actually, there's quite some time there. Meanwhile, we got Tonkatsu backtaking for a support company back at his base, which obviously the little shield pop up there. And we got the authorization away for the Schwerpunkt quarters. Hard to say where this is going to go. We got Orbison out here for Batonchik, adding the LMG-34. So we got the T-70 versus the Sturmpionier, the Kern of the Jaegers, as Batonchik and the 7th Panzer Division's 3rd Panzer Grenadier Company clash here with Tonkatsu. Field gun there for Tonkatsu plus a max machine gun. The South German troops advance more through the southern path. Could again threaten to swing up the fuel pump. We got the shock troop squad to block exactly that unless Batonchik gets the flak half tag in there soon. And it is on the way, so maybe, just maybe, but maybe not. And there you go, flak half tag ready to rip a few large holes in that building. There you go, shock troop caught with the flak half track. Light damage inflicted, no suppression as of yet. Well, he's not firing at the building anymore. I think he's just trying to catch them as they pull out there. But there's another door they can escape from. Comes the shock troopers, maximum away there for Tonkatsu. North here rushing after the Kugelwagen. Tonkatsu destroy this innocent, relatively innocent little vehicle and its crew. Could he shatter Batonchik's tiny motorized hopes? Flak half and even use to try to move northwards here. Easily dispatched there, not exactly a threat to the flak half track. Up north, the Kugelwagen is on a desperate just run. He's just taking all the sharp corners, all of the awkward routes here to try and escape the T-70. Can it escape though? Can it get out of there? It might just get knocked out by a pair of anti-tank rifles instead, and yup, all for naught in the end. A heroic attempt of a Batonchik to save his little Kugelwagen. But in the end, Tonkatsu dashed his troops aside and stomped on them.
We now unleash our soldiers' patriotic zeal to increase combat effectiveness.
Sturmpionier Jaegers being set Pim troops warming up north there. T-70 gaining the veteran 2 here for Tonkatsu. Jaegers taking bombarded. East side here we got shock for the fuel point. Even as Batonchik and the German army is trying to lay claim to it for the Reich. T-70 fighting the Sturmpionier, pushing the back. Pims with their close veteran 2 up north. The Strafbat there, seizing the northern victory point in the south here. Shock troops of the Volksgrenadiers are having a field day there. Nice attempt to catch and trip with a grenade, but Batonchik there kept his nerve. Did not retreat too early. Shock troops take for the Volksgrenadiers. Again, their submachines, they're ripping things apart up close. Also, then push back at the T-70 light tank, at the field of bombarding as well. The shed is clearly not, built to withstand that. Back at base here, nothing further going on there. No mechanized armor company yet for Tonkatsu either, but Batonchik is closing in on the Panther for the Panzerkampfwagen 4 Ausführung J. In the south there, we got Tonkatsu with a few mines there. The fascists will never see this one coming. Well, if they did, it would kind of ruin the purpose of the mines, wouldn't it? Look, I'm just trying to sound cool. Well, sound cooler. Oh. Wrecking the sandbags, barbed wire. Another field gun there for Tonkatsu and the Red Army. Obviously looking to withstand a German armoured assault there. Clearly starting to be concerned about Panther 4s. Or bigger. Flak half-track with a significant component of more elite or veteran infantry in North here. Maxim at the ready. And the south, the T-7 excellently rebuffs and advanced there by Batonchik. No tech yet here for Tonkatsu, but could happen soon. It's also not possible to just try and say it for B4 first. Some players do like the B4 for its very, very large shots, which can definitely at times get some impressive hits off. They just ruin your opponent. North, the opposite Jaeger's being pushed back by the T-7 light tank. It's fought from a gun there, threatening to rip them apart with every single shot. But there you go, like Avalanche, great shot there, punching right through the T-7 side armor. Filter charging forwards into a mine. Then Friedrich, Ludwitz, all dead as the mine rips them apart. Then further casualties uninflicted as Tonkatsu T-70 and infantry. Got further resistance now. The Max caught off guard. We got from Mother Russia a sudden surge of socialism rushing through the men there, emboldening them and reminding them of the glory of socialism over imperialism and international capitalism. Jaegers obviously being pushed back. They're being pushed back as well. They got the shocks from south of the sea. A resounding counter-attack here that's left Batonchik reeling. He is going for the Panther 4 Model J, but he has to survive until then there as Tonkatsu keeps to this sort of flak half-tank. Almost got the T-7 light tank here. Quickly deploys smoke. Even as the anti-tank pools went up here for the south. Light gun there being pushed back as well here. That was a very nicely timed from Mother Russia there. So that kind of took the wind out of Batonchik's assault there. Panther 4 Model J is almost done. We do also have tech here for Tonkatsu now. Not finished though, unfortunately for Tonkatsu. For Batonchik opposite, there might be a benefit there. Got the Pumas are taking a hit from the line of the gun and losing several men immediately. Yevgeny, Konstantin, and Oleg all dead. Got the Panther 4 there. Mines down here for Tonkatsu. More mines. Pims attack from the north here. Panther 4 sending out, check the Finland machine gun. Got the Autumn Jaegers on the move again. Once more, the T-7 to rescue here for Tonkatsu's beleaguered front line. Now it's the armoured fist of the Third Reich is now coming down upon him. Not particularly aggressively, but it is nonetheless coming down upon him. Up north here, fighting for the victory points and other points that are happening here between Tonkatsu and Batonchik. Worth noting, got 5 squads here versus only 3. Might be worth it eventually for Tonkatsu to invest into a bit more infantry to close the parity in between there. We got air reconnaissance and we got the K1 heavy tank on the way there for Tonkatsu and the Red Army. Up north here, crashing through here and looking to... not entirely sure what looking to do there actually. Shot out of the skies here. The flak half-track I think did an excellent job there. No, that was apparently the 300 quarters that did it, not even the flak half-track. Bomb grenade there, leaving Oleg's brother Pavlek dead. K1 there halfway done. Filling a bundle of Kednaffer. Wiping the crew as well there. Could seize it, could destroy it. Both I think are equally valid options right now for Tonkatsu in the current circumstances, though of course requires he is aware that he's actually been wiped and deal with it. And either way though, Batonchik now orders a rescue operation for the Kednaffer, deploying smoke to send in the troops. Hopefully there's no wounded men alive to just watch. There's like, you know, what about me? Yeah, sorry, but you know, we have to prioritize what matters, and it's not you, Jürgen. North here, T-7 the Volksman is rushing in here. 11 kills. Another came off noise for Batonchik here. And there we go, KD1 heavy tank out there for Tonkatsu. Shock towards the flag half track here, which is closing him at your feet. Double field gun hits though, pops it like an ripe explosive pimple. Got the Maxim sitting around the centre up north here though. Tonkatsu and Red Army swings about here. Panther forming in to block this. Worth noting, no pin that machine gun there. Definitely think that's a bit of an oversight there, and I think that is something Batonchik will want to upgrade it with. K1 on the move there for Tonkatsu here. The Clement Borishlov of one heavy tank. Field is the landing hit on the Panther 4. Panther 4 returns to the K1, but fails to penetrate the K1's frontal armor. K1 keeps it advance. Another bounce there. This time, no. There you go. Can't land to penetrate and hit there. Panther 4 could maybe get a shot in. No, still fails to penetrate the K1 heavy armor. But Kevin lands a shot through there. Field guns bombarding, looking to wreck as much of Batonchik's forces as possible, but is so far mostly wrecking squirrels instead. Panther fires on the K1 there, but lacks, I think, the tool to take it on head on here, partly because the field guns can rip apart as Panther 4 tries to attack that way at least. All of a sudden, the X-Men, they could clear out the Maxim, maybe looking if they're landing some penetrating hits in the K1. And there we go, Jaeger squad wiped out by the K1 heavy tank there, leaving Batonchik short a bit of infantry versus Tonkatsu, the Panther 4 there, going at it still. K1, they need to repair Panther 4 backing off, and the South East troops could advance on the southern victory point, but also has to repair the Panther 4. We'll have to see what happens next. Will it be Motorized? Another Panther 4? There are plenty of options there to pursue for Batonchik, and we got the T-70 rushing up here for Tonkatsu. Field goes to the move, and there you go. Multiple shots of the T-70, and every single one misses the light tank. But there you go. Got a shot through that actually hit the light tank. Prioritizing the T-70 because he can get that back into action fast and move back here. I think that's a smart priority there by Tonkatsu. Some I just kept repairing the K1, but he can just get the T-70 back fast and just get to work again. You know, that at least ensures, you know, he's not, you know, again, wasting, I think, time there while he's fixing up the K1. So, smart play there by Batonchik. Or Tonkatsu, I mean, smart play. We'll have to see what he goes for next. Will it be a B4? Will it be another K1? Will it be a Katyusha? Will it be T-34s? I mean, right now, Tonkatsu, I think, has ample opportunity to pursue here versus Batonchik. And it is very much a question of which does he pick. Considering the way we're seeing him lose resources, both manpower and fuel, but we're also crucially not seeing any new tanks appearing here. It is quite clear he is planning the B4 howitzer here. Some hits on the T-70, almost knocking out the Tonkatsu's light tank, but once more it does escape to another day. And up north you've got the option of the shock troopers. And there you go, nice use of the blend cover. Some might have gone for the bomb grenade here, but again the blend cover just acts immediately. Cannon could be combined with the bomb grenade here. But also of course just immediately shuts down the shock troopers, allowing this Obson side just to do whatever they want. So that was a really sharp play there. Batonchik, thumbs up to him there. Really nice play. Overall, many people have looked at stuff like the blend covers and the white phosphorus grenades, except for the people who go for Lend-Lease Assault. As the Brits, those guys tend to know the value, but you know, from the Orbital Command West, it is much rarer to see them use the blend cover, despite it being, I think, a really good grenade, as you can see there. Got the B4 on now going up here for Tonkatsu and the Red Army. And at the same time, almost exactly at the same time, we actually got the light effect of its accent how it's up for Batonchik. So that's an interesting sort of time in there between the two. Perhaps he was anticipating the B4 because again he has seen the shock troopers, he has seen the K1, he has seen from other rushes. So I mean, for Batonchik, you don't necessarily have to be Sherlock Holmes and then you put 2 and 2 together and figure out there's likely at some point in this match going to be a B4 howitzer trying to, like, you know, knock your men's teeth in alongside the rest of their anatomy. So, I mean, obviously going ahead and town there with that, I think smart. That said, of course, he goes for every concept. Theoretically, like, he could spot the howitzer and then knock it out with the B4 before Batonchik has a chance to react. But looks like that doesn't have to. We got the B4 finding this at Southie. Good lord, that was a traumatizing hit for the Sturmpionier. Dietmar is dead, and the rest was definitely, probably deafened. That said, it's kind of given its position. We can see there, Batonchik, I think, is getting ready to counter artillery. Can it hit though? It is fairly far away, doesn't have a direct line of sight. And there you go, light infantry gun wiped out the B4 howitzer here. Another bit of air reconnaissance, not being shot down. Oh, he's not even firing at. He's actually firing. I thought he was firing at the B4. Instead, he's firing at the maximum of the units nearby. I mean, that's not a bad idea either. Just, you know, figure he'd try and silence the B4 howitzer as soon as possible because his opponent does have air reconnaissance. So, like, next time he can just caught within or above this one, just try and knock it out with that. So, curious decision there by Batonchik, but you know, maybe he doesn't get punished for it. And there you go. Nice push down the Shroud Planted Quarters with the satchel charges there by the Penal Troopers. Note what he did here by sending the tank first because the Shroud Planted Quarters only prioritizes, like, you know, the first thing it sees. So, like, you know, if you then attack, say, a tank which you can't deal damage with, you can easily move up infantry afterwards because the Shroud Planted Quarters can't be ordered to target anything else, and it doesn't automatically prioritize infantry over tanks. So that allowed him to basically just use it as bait and allowed the Penal to get close to the satchel charge. So smart play of Batonchik, making use of a, well, bit of a large weakness than the Shroud Planted Quarters. This, of course, means now Batonchik either has to rebuild it or start going for the King Tiger. Considering he does have the bulletin for King Tiger, I guess he's going to try and go for the King Tiger next. Which, of course, means, well, Chiefs and Tonkatsu wants to just go for more tanks because it's probably meaning he uses the fuel, and he almost has the manpower for, say, another K1, which could definitely give Batonchik a hard time. And there you go, B4 is ready to fire another 203mm barrage. Troops reinforcing healing in the south. He follows coming up there for Batonchik once more in the northern field. Victory point that keeps being fought over between the Germans and the Soviets. Shock those squad, they're closing in at T3. We got the Pumas and Batiste moving in there. B4 is almost, I mean, it is ready to fire still. I'm not entirely sure why he's not firing it again. Like, is he waiting for that air reconnaissance into, like, having the howitzer? Now we got Batonchik with another howitzer barrage. Meanwhile, this time it does look like he's realized he may want to try and silence the B4 howitzer before he silences his howitzer. But again, with limited line of sight, that's going to be tough. You've got the B flank in the center there. You're almost obliterating an entire squad of Fulton Grenadiers under Batonchik's command. Somehow they don't get utterly wiped. And so far the B4 is not really being hit by the howitzer so far. It's close, but he lacks line of sight. This combined with the long range here does mean the 105mm howitzer here under Batonchik's command is not going to be, like, super efficient about this. Like, he's going to need to, like, spot for the howitzer to, like, really get the best chance of destroying it. Got a wipe there on Chiefs and Tonkatsu, losing another infantry here to the Germans. That could be going a bit problematic. And there you go, Chiefs and Tonkatsu responds by going for conscripts. Meanwhile, Fulton will flank up north here. Once more, Chiefs and Tonkatsu find something in the defensive versus Batonchik and the German army, the 7th Panzer Division. Finland's good on the KV1. And there we go, another K1 there for Chiefs and Tonkatsu and the Red Army. Panzer all being fixed up. Note though, by 1944-45, most KV tanks would have been the KV-85, which was an upgrade to the KV-1 with a basically bigger, more armored turret and an 85mm gun. It was basically to the KV series what the T-30-35 was to the T-34 series. K1 lands a good hit there, Veteran 2 gained. Nice little upgrade there. The Kenman almost wiped out. And there you go, more Kenman hits on the KV1 series tank there. Second one is almost done. Meanwhile, Batonchik is not far away from the King Tiger here, the Königstigr. Got the B4 ready to fire again. 7 kills, half 8-82. Panthers from the KV tank here. No, stops because we're about to lose the Fulton squad there. That was really lucky there for Batonchik. I think in most respects, that would in most cases been a wipe there. But for Batonchik, somehow the odds just were incredibly in his favour. Right on the south, the Chiefs and Tonkatsu strikes there with several tanks here, unleashing a fury of Socialist steel on Batonchik's southern forces there. Got the second K1 tank ready. Batonchik getting ever closer to the Königstigr, the Tiger 2. Howitzer firing again. This time just not bothering with the B4, but apparently not bothering to check if there's any targets to fire at in the first place. It just ends up wasting another barrage, I think, here versus Tonkatsu. So we're firing off the B4 again. I think just into the base this time around, hoping to get lucky. Yup, and good God, did he get lucky! Almost a full 2 wipes there. Holy smokes. Me and we're going to tag up here close to the base here of, well, more in the center of Tonkatsu's forces. Air support called in here. That said, I think the time was too early. He's just easily allowing his opponent to get away from me. He just spent 275 munitions to, like, not really, I think, make any significant gains. So I think that was a mistimed air support call in there by Batonchik. I think he should try calling it close to his opponent's base with a big attack. Now going K1 flanking the Panther 4, but he's very close to the King Tiger. He has the fuel, he has the tech, he just needs the manpower. Might also want the Panther 6 to the Sturm Puny eventually, but anyways, K1 knows the Panther 4 on the Academy for heavily damaged. There we go. King Tiger counter called off for Batonchik here and the German army, Deutschland, and there we go. Königstiger has arrived here from the 506 Schwerer Panzerabteilung, ready to provide some heavy tank support here for Deutschland. Attempting to push back with the K1 and the T-70 tank, unleashing a storm of death into Batonchik's retreating Academy Air Force. All of a sudden pushback as well here. Things are intensifying here between Batonchik and Tonkatsu. Panther 4, they're gaining the glorious veteran feed there. The increased rate of fire, the increased mobility. And there you go. Königstiger has arrived with its high velocity 88mm gun, which could pretty much penetrate the armor of any tank in the Second World War. And from a nice comfortable distance too. Going to check the K1 here. And we got the howitzer firing again. Here we got the airburst shell directly on the field guns nearby. T7 plus the engineers. K1 almost knocked out with the King Tiger, but decides not to extend his luck. There we go into tanks out of charge of things. The Vega is not two film crew there. Almost being got to the howitzer. We got 19 kills for T2 here, and there we go. Both film crews there ripped apart by airburst artillery. I'm actually not so sure if German howitzers access to that, actually. I know they had something similar for the mortars, though, which could do that. Basically, they'd have a mortar bomb with a little smoke pellet at the tips. When it actually hit the ground, it'd bounce up first and then explode, creating that way an airburst shell. Little fun fact there. And we got repair pioneers. Also needs to like prioritize repairing his tech. He's also lost almost all of the infantry after it appears the B4 fired another devastating volley straight out of hell into his base, and the upside edge just like completely turn into ground meat. This is horrifyingly effective here, and certainly devastating for Batonchik. Will he trying to silence the B4 again? Or is he just going to pretend like, you know, his men are just randomly exploding and it's not because his opponent has a B4 howitzer firing into his base?
Supply sector under attack.
Kind of thing northwards, Panther on the move there. But really rough spot now for Batonchik. I mean, he does have armor, but infantry-wise, he is really short. So we'll have to see how this works out. And there you go, another howitzer barrage. This time his opponent's airburst shelling his opponent's base. As an interesting move there by Batonchik. A very interesting move. Though, is it effective? Well, so far all answers point to 9. Meanwhile, Tonkatsu will probably start bombarding Batonchik's base again. Academy on the way there. Königstiger slowed around the center with his 88mm high velocity gun. The Kampfwagenkanone 43, as it was also known. Bit of quiet here and there. B4 ready to fire again, this time on the center of the remaining infantry units Batonchik has. Was he firing at the King Tiger? Oh, he's going straight for the howitzer this time around. Straight for the howitzer. Can he destroy it? Can he silence Batonchik's artillery? So far, the answer seems to be niet. Of course, with every single passing shot, that could quickly become dar. Anyway, so far, though, that was a full whiff there from Tonkatsu for once. for once. Could try and barrage around here, maybe try and silence those howitzers. If we can't get rid of those howitzers, I think Batonchik's chance of swinging this game around becomes significantly high because the K1s will struggle quite a bit with the King Tiger otherwise. But those field guns remain a significant problem here for Batonchik winning this match. So he needs to like prioritize getting rid of these field guns, and he needs to prioritize removing them very hard. He's trying to silence the B4 again here now. This time they're having much greater success. They're actually landing some hits on the B4 howitzer. But not enough to like decruit or destroy it. King Tiger meanwhile there being engaged with the field guns. Both there bouncing off the King Tiger's thick sloped frontal armor. Second shot, they went, or one shot, and going to do it through here. B4 almost cleared out, but still managed to survive here so far. The intense artillery bombardment here from Batonchik's howitzer. More bounces off the King Tiger's front here, and there you go. Almost wiped the field gun and the nearby country trying to recruit it. Or merge with it. We got 183 to 114. Situation here is still pretty tense. Shock troops on the move in there. Go Panther is the K1 here. Air recons on the way there for Chiefs and Carter. King Tiger falling back here towards the base here. Shock troops coming victim here of the King Tiger. Panther 4 this in pursuit of the claimant visual of one heavy tank here. Batonchik 4 gain on the Panther 4, increasing its accuracy while static. I think overall accuracy, not just static accuracy. I think it's, yeah, it's and actually if I can get more moving accuracy. Continuously advancing field guns here we got for Mother Russia again. Cheats and Kata goes all in for Comrade Stalin and the Soviet peoples. Panther 4 King Tiger going for the K1 here. Sturm being routed. Almost got the K1 there. Panther 4 keeps trying to the rear of the K1. Main gun knocked out. Cheats and Kata investing everything into this assault here. If it fails, this could very well be Batonchik's win. But for now, he's doing intense damage to the King Tigers. Almost got T-70 kaput here. Up north, the full trying to flank about, but they're taking heavy damage to the K1 heavy tank here. Howitzer firing at the B4 again, I think. Damaging the K1 there. No, he's firing pretty close, and his shot misses. King Tiger and down, he repairs B4. If it chooses to fire into the base right now, that could be GG if it lands the right hit. H5 tank for Chiefs and Cats in the Red Army got 133 versus 114. Field crew there wiped out. The Kemelan's great hit here. The Ace K1 here could get knocked out by Batonchik here in the 7th Panzer Division. Can he achieve that kill? There we go. Veteran 5. Ace level Panzer 4, a hero of the Reich. Iron Cross, first class, you name it. And there we go. Field gun knocks it out. Right as it becomes a hero of the Reich, it becomes a posthumous hero of the Reich. And there you go. Gets the Ace K1 there. Neither side really has much in terms of like tanks, except of course the King Tiger here, which is almost fixed up. Light machine hasn't been picked up inside the base room. So we've got 109 as 114. This match could still go either way. And he's going for another try. He's going to try and tech up again. Honestly, at this point, I think he's better off just going for some more Volksgunners or Jaegers, but also going for some light vehicles like a Lux or a Puma here. I think that might actually benefit Batonchik more than trying to go for fresh medium armor here. I think just having something immediately now to support as King Tiger is going to be much more valuable for Batonchik versus Chiefs and Carter at this point. T-54 following up here on Chiefs and Carter. He's not going to try and swap for some big tanks himself either. In the south, Volksgunners with the conscripts, he tries to make room for that victory point. King Tiger getting northwards here. The fight is hanging in the balance here, could still go either way. And there goes. Shock was caught the King Tiger. First shot didn't do as much as you probably hoped for. On the south, he fought with the conscripts. The conscripts have taken plenty hits of the folks with just 2 folks in the victory point to actually shoot at the conscripts. Jaegers in the center, pushing for the northern point here. King Tiger keeps rolling ahead here. T-54 almost done, and there you go. Schwer Panther quarters up when he really should just be pushing for more units now. I fear this could prove to be a miscalculation by Chiefs and Carter. Got more hard to fire here, back and forth. I think he's trying to silence that B4 once more, but it's back to not really landing any of those hits. And he's being fairly cautious with the King Tiger. And I think honestly the King Tiger's probably his best bet is just dealing with that B4. Because the howitzer is just not really doing, as you might have noticed, it's not getting the job done. There you go, Schwerpanzer was authorized, but not up. It's up. It's not authorized though. No Orbital Soldaten, no Jaegers. He really needs more infantry, and he really just should have pushed for Luxus as Pumas personally. There you go, authorization on the way. Even as he's just running out of victory points. He just needs more forces now. He's still, I think, spending too much time on other things. In the south here, better scrimshing the foot and the penal troopers there. Good shot from Nation 5 through the King Tiger's frontal armor. We got 51 minus 104 here. HU5 Tension reaches Veterans who won. Attaining a higher state of socialism here versus the German army. More bouncers. The Chemistry with HU5 Tank Destroyer. 49 minus 104. 47. Another T-34 there for Tonkatsu and the Red Army. In the south here we got the Pimps there basically with the southern point there. And we got the B4, or the howitzer ones were firing off. Another airburst shell barrage there. Almost got the HU5, there we go. Stunned up due to the airburst shell. Now finish off with a cannon now for Jaegers advancing here. We got all the victory points in control of the Soviets, and Batonchik just, I think, is not in a position to rush for them. Doing up with the B4 really to cover one of the points with just heavy fire. So I think this could actually be GG here. Maybe Batonchik can pull off a surprise, a miracle here, but that's going to be a hell of a tough call there. Got the T-34s from 6 here. Heading for northern point, and here we sort of see, why he probably shouldn't have bothered and just pushed more units, because if he had, he could, I think, easily push the opponent off the points. And as you can see, he's always beating up Tonkatsu very efficiently, but he's just running out of victory points at this pace. So it doesn't matter. It ends up not mattering, because again, he went for the more expensive and slower option when he's just going for the immediate option. More units. There you go. GG, game over. A loss here for Batonchik and the German army, except for Tonkatsu, the Red Army. A fierce contest of wills and really close fight overall, but in the end, he just, he made the wrong choice. They shouldn't have rebuilt that. He should just, pushed for some Luxus, Pumas, and some Volkskommandos and Jaegers. Had he done that, I think he just gained control of the map and won the game. So, either way, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. Consider donating or pledging on Patreon. If you'd like to do what you see me doing it, helps me a lot. Then allows to keep doing it. So consider. This is Imperial Links. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Till tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.